Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and decided I'd go ahead and let you guys know because people are asking. Yes, I pulled the trigger on some merchandise. Let me put on my +5 hat of weaponsmithing, work on scaling up my crafting a little bit, and let's talk about this. All right, guys. Yeah, I pulled the trigger on it. Some of you guys are already asking, hey, are these things below your videos? Is that yours? Yeah, that's linked. I've got my YouTube account linked with Spring Tea, who they have a partnership with YouTube. They make it a straightforward, easy deal. YouTube actually gave me the email with the links and everything to do it. It comes directly from YouTube. They are a direct partnership with them for partners to make merchandising easier for all of us. And I know people have been begging for merchandise for a long time. People are like, Jason, why aren't you doing merchandise? We would buy it. We want your stuff, even if it's quirky and nerdy and dorky, because that's kind of what you are. I'm kind of dorky, guys. Let's just be honest here. And I feel like that's going to come out in my merchandise. It's going to be a reflection of kind of my personality. You know, it's going to be a little different. Not all of us are going to have these pimp, hoe-ready shirts like Chris Jones does, because that's his style. That's different. I'm a different person. But yeah, they made it easy to do. People have been begging for a long time, so I started messing with it. And I know my original design had already got some criticism, and that's okay. I've already got like 3 different designs of stuff up. I'm working on it. I'm going to work on it more over time. Now, some people would say, Jason, isn't that selling out? No, not really. It's not selling out because this is something that people have been begging for, and it's not ripping people off. In other words, people, again, tons of people have been begging for a long time for me to do some official merch. And merchandise, short for merchandise. They've been asking me to do it. And people are like, why don't you do it? You could make more money off of it. And it's like, honestly, I don't think it's going to make that much money, to be fair. It really is. It's a nice extra amount of money. It's a nice extra income padding if it pans out, which it probably will. But I mean, it's never going to make as much as YouTube actually makes. I don't think it can come even close. Even if I sold 10 shirts every day. So that being said, you know, I didn't do it just for that because I did it mainly because it's fan service. People were asking for it. They really, really wanted it. And I'm like, you know what? I mean, Christmas time's coming and everything else. I might as well go ahead and pull the trigger on it. YouTube has made it fairly easy. I've started messing with different designs. And like I said, I don't think it's selling out because it's something that people asked for. They wanted. It's not something I pushed on anybody. It's stuff that people have legitimately been begging for a long time. And I'm like, okay, I mean, if this is what followers want and they want to have this as a way for them to feel like they're going to contribute back to the channel or whatever, because then they're getting something that they want. It's not like begging for them to donate money. They're getting an actual product that is still functional clothing. And the difference is there's no false advertising involved. It would be different if I was selling supplements that don't do anything. They can't even, you know, cover your skin like a shirt can. They don't do anything at all, because that's conning people. The difference here is that people ask for this. It's merchandise. It's, again, just people's way to show that they like a channel. They enjoy a channel. They enjoy my quirky, dorky, nerdy humor, my catchphrases, stuff that'll be reflected there. And the difference is, again, you know what? I'll be honest. Let's get this out of the way so there's no false advertising. My merchandise will not make you stronger. It will not affect your body fat up or down. You know, because some people might be like, well, I need to bulk, you know. It's not going to improve your performance, your body composition, your muscle mass. It will have no physical effect on anything. The only attribute which some of it might enhance your weaponsmithing. Like you might get around a +5 bonus to your weaponsmithing when wearing for each piece of my merchandise you're wearing. Or if you're drinking your coffee out of one of my cups in the morning, you might get a +5 to your weaponsmithing skill, right? Because that carries over by proxy, especially if I'm wearing the hat. If I'm wearing the hat on the merchandise, it's going to carry over. It's like stat carries over on your items, right, on your gear. Stat carries over. So if you're wearing a shirt with the +5 hat of weaponsmithing on, it gives you a +5 and it will stack. It will stack to your stats. So it'll make you a better weaponsmith, you know, but will it, you know, improve performance or muscle mass or body composition? No, it won't do any of that. So now that we got that out of the way as to what my stuff will actually do, yeah, it's there. I'm really, really new to it. I am by no means an expert on Photoshop or any of that. As you guys can now see at this point, people always joke, say, Jason, Photoshop this or that, Photoshop this photo or whatever they'll claim, right? You guys see my Photoshop skills at this point. I don't think anyone thinks that I'm an Adobe expert. I have a lot to learn, and it'll never really be my forte. But what I'm going to do, people can kind of give their feedback, because I'll do some stuff maybe over on the Facebook fan page, link some things, maybe get feedback from people. I do have people who are in business and stuff who can give me advice and marketing, people I'm close to and stuff who can look at some of it and give, kind of tell me what they think people will like. I can kind of see what you guys like, because that's the beauty of what they did. A lot of people are like, oh, that's a big, it's not a big investment to make a design that people don't like, because what this company does, they don't charge you anything. Someone who already has a well-built YouTube channel, they have an automatic partnership with us. We don't put any money in. We submit the designs, and if their system accepts the design to put it through, they'll put it through, and they print them as the orders come in. So it's something like every 3 or 4 days, they'll do a printing of every single order off of your template. For each template that you have, they'll print them out and ship them out to people. So it's turnkey. It's turnkey, and it's free for people who've built up a large enough following and they approve it. Like in my case, YouTube already has it in their system. If you qualify or not, it will already let you know if you qualify, and you get a code and everything you can put through. So it really isn't a big deal. If I make some designs people don't like, that's cool. You guys don't have to buy them, obviously. If you don't feel like you need to buy something that you don't like, right? Don't buy something that you don't like just to support me. Don't do that. There's no need for that. What I would say instead is kind of what made me do the merchandise to begin with. People can come on the fan page, or I'll do some stuff, some voting and stuff later, to kind of see what people are interested in more over time. Yeah, I think that would be fair. That would be reasonable, and kind of get some ideas what people do want. Get some ideas of what people kind of do want, what they're looking for. And some of it, though, I may not be able to do that. I might just kick stuff out and see if people like it enough to buy it. People have already been buying, by the way. I put the stuff up yesterday, and people did start buying already. So people are doing that. People are checking it out. Like I said, this stuff may not ever be the awesome sort of stuff that people are used to, because I'm got my own quirks. I've got my own personality, and the stuff I put out is going to be reflected in that. It's going to be reflected in that, and it's not going to be the generic, hey, here's just this awesome logo or whatever. It's going to be very much a reflection of what I do on my channel, and kind of the message I put out, and again, my individualness. But yeah, I'll definitely take ideas. If you guys have different things you do want, let me know. Let me know what you're interested in. Let me know what you guys would actually wear. Just keep in mind, I am not an amazing graphic design artist. I'm really not. There's limited stuff I know how to do, and if I wanted to do something really elaborate, I am going to have to hire someone to make it at a certain point. So keep that in mind. If there's a big enough request, though, I'll go ahead and do that. Obviously, if there's a big enough request, and I feel like there's 100 or 200 people who really and truly want a certain specific type of merchandise that's outside of my ability to make, I may need to do that. And the beauty of it is that this is a permanent partnership. This company has a permanent partnership with YouTube. It's an automatic system for those of us who qualify for it. And so putting it through is not a big deal. It'll be there a long time. I can always submit new designs. So if people don't like what I have now, another year, 2 years down the road, I can change it up and add some different stuff, and get rid of things that people just don't seem to like. Or is, what I do changes, because I'm changing right now. Obviously, I'm getting leaner and leaner and losing body fat every single week. Even the way I look is going to be different. That may impact what I do on this channel to a large extent. And, the merchandise and stuff will kind of reflect that. But the difference is here, it's like I'm actually not, it's not selling out because I'm not trying to sell people worthless garbage products. I'm not selling you guys shitty programs that don't work, or generic cookie cutter programs. I'm not selling you supplements. It's just merchandise for fans. And I'm doing it because I've had so many requests for me to do it. I've had a ton of requests for people to do it. And YouTube sent me an actual link a while back saying, hey, you qualify for this. You need to take advantage of it. This is a new partnership we're doing with this company. So, here's your email. And I sat on it for I qualified for it quite some time back, and I just kind of sat on it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this. Let me just do it. I think people will like it, enjoy it, and apparently they are, because some people have already bought the stuff. And hey, here's the other thing I'd love to do. If you guys do buy any of the merchandise, the shirts or whatever, I would love to get photos of you guys deadlifting. That's what I really want. You guys deadlift while wearing one of my shirts and get a snapshot of the deadlift with the shirt on. And I'll make a whole collage of those later. I'll share them. I'll share them on social media. I think that would be awesome. Because again, we want to show that people who follow my channel can deadlift. Because that's my favorite exercise. It's my most important exercise, and I want to see you guys doing it in my merchandise. So those of you who bought them already or you're going to buy them, get some photos of you deadlifting in them. That I would really enjoy that. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.